nothing.
I don't nerd or nerdettes. I'm trying to be less in this feed as possible because I want y'all to look at the greatness. Y'all got plenty of time to look at me through screaming, but I do want to share this right here. I told y'all I was gonna load this up, the comparison of 2, 3, and the 4 and the 5. I skipped out on the 1. Like I said, it won't no need to really. To me, I mean, I don't actually. I get rid of my 1 some time ago when I got the 2, and once I got the 2, when I figured out I played 1 and 2, I didn't realize to go back and get it. But all the rest of them is here, so we're gonna try to compare those. I do not have the power cords for actually to power them up, so you can see how to power. But if you play PlayStation, you already know we will discuss that though, and talk about that a little bit. If y'all not already subscribed to the channel, do so. Be glad to have you. Y'all been knocking that out of the water. By the way, I'm really thankful for you guys who's already done that. Man, y'all making me feel great there. Like I ain't doing this for no reason. Actually doing it, and I'm glad to see y'all enjoying this kind of stuff. But more of this stuff to come. Unboxing, of course, y'all know the gameplay is always gonna be there. Make sure you get to our 5 likes. Right now we got that number 5 to hit, so make sure you get them 5 likes going. But other than that, let's get into it. Let's get into this comparison. We're gonna try to talk about every system we have here as much as we can, as clearly as we can, and we can cover, even the controller parts and see how the controllers differ too. Y'all look forward to them unboxing. I got an unboxing for the PS5 cam for our new setup, so I will be trying to set that up over the weekend. So I look forward to that. But let's get into this stuff. Let's get into it. Let me move my phone. I'm gonna start off with, let me skip a bit. See how I got my kneecaps here, y'all. Y'all can see a little bit of me here. But we're gonna come up to PlayStation 2. So let's see what she's talking about right quick. Those of you a PlayStation fan, y'all know what time it is with this. You can actually sit this on 2 sides. You can sit it this way, or, the proper way this way, so you can get the access to the game here. As you know, or the flat way. Like I had my PS4 here. Let me move that. They actually have the grip to actually show you that. You see that on both sides. You have the grips here. And then you have the grips at the bottom. So to let you know you can actually sit that on both sides. I kind of like the design of PS2. I was excited when it first came out. There was a thing that it trumped 1, of course, when it was introduction to me. Those of you didn't know, PS came out before Xbox. Y'all can call it like you want. I say what you want. I'm not I respect Xbox. It ain't nothing like that, but I'm a PS fan at heart. So I'm gonna go with them. I don't care what Xbox do. So I'm PS2 till I go. I'm probably gonna gaming PC as well, but these are some of my guys. But as you see here, you got the memory card port on top. The flaps is actually really nice for your memory cards. When we had them, we didn't have to worry about these now. But I'll explain that in a little bit. But I like the flaps because it allowed no dust to get in there to mess your memory card up. So, and it kind of gave it this nice flush base here when you did. I liked it. It was a nice design for your memory card. But then you got your 2 controller slots here. The USB drives, I've never really used that. I know it was there. You probably can. I know for I think headset work or something like that, or if you want to do a little bit, charge cell phone maybe. But I never really used my USB port. I know they had also they had the USB port for 4-player play. So if you had 2 extra controllers, you can get actually like a external pack to come outside of here and actually have a 4-player game, which is pretty sick. Considering I think the first one that introduced that was Nintendo. Nintendo had the Nintendo 64 where you had actual 4 people that you can play. And I thought that was bigger PlayStation for even thinking of that design. So big ups to them for that. You got your breathing hose here. Which I like because it's mega easy to clean. It was really, really easy to clean. So You can't get mad at how they designed that there. I kind of laid mine flat like here. This is how they had mine. Most time when people houses, they was like up like this most of the time. But mine was here. I liked it better. Like where I can see my PS2 symbol. It was a lot neater for me there. It was small compared to how the rest of them are. We're gonna do the size comparison at the end. But also you had the reset button here. Well, up here I'm tripping. The reset button there. And then you had the disc drive here where that drive come out here. I didn't like that drive because it's kind of funky. You can actually get your drive jammed when it came out. It could get jammed and it won't go back in. You have to or mine's ain't like that. You can just tap it back in. But I've had some people that I played and their drive was jammed or it wouldn't close properly so many problems with this part here. But if it when it came out was like it wasn't I didn't think twice about the design when it came out, but I do now because some of the designs we got now it went better that way. But we still had the tray designs better than the PS1. You had to close the top design, so you had like a DVD player kind of style. I think this was the first time they were introducing Blu-ray, so that's what it gave you that DVD style with the tray when you put it in there. Go back to the back. We have the traditional on and off switch what every game has so far. The power cord was kind of different. You know how that go. It was to me. I liked it a little better because it was a style that was not big and bulky. You can just put that in there and didn't have to worry about it doing too much or falling out or anything like that. And it was like a neat thin cord design. I enjoyed it. You had HDMI, we had the digital. You had the digital, or you had the straight wire hooked up. You know what I'm saying? The wire like black. No, it's black. I say black for. I mean white, yellow, and red. I'm sorry about that, guys. And that was a basic design for like all the systems. For I think it was PS1 had that same design, and this had the ring one. But you can actually go to the digital outlet. This is the closest to anything magic you can get. You can do the digital out. This option. I think other ones have digital too, but that's to give you that crisp Blu-ray feel. You actually got your external drive here if you want to stick expansion. It's an expansion bay for a reason because they basically give you options to expand on what you wanted to do as far as memory. That as well. I never upgraded my 2. I didn't know about half the stuff until I got older. But I will explain some of that stuff in a little bit. I'm sorry about that, guys. That's kind of crushed on my cord here, trying to find itself. But yeah, I kind of didn't know about upgrading yet. I kind of like took it and was like, man, I didn't. I kind of went back after and kind of talked about it. But I will explain that when I get to the other systems. Let me kind of put that back in there. But that's about it. You didn't have the fan here. As the fan was real so small. This is the only one I know the fan was visible. I don't think the other two you can actually see the fan. Y'all see that there? You can actually see the fan like through the thing. So it makes it extra clean. It did good, for the first year, first push. So you can't complain. And then you got the regular what it did on top. You got it's a compact disc, and you got the DVD player. Then you got I think this played. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember, but I think this played DVDs as well. So I kind of like if y'all can see the top of that. There we go. You see that there? So I'm gonna try to show that through all of them. And real nice game. Really have fun with that. But I'm kind of put this aside here, and we're gonna step up and move on to the next one. Kind of put that behind. So now we move on to the boss. We get a little bit bigger with it. Y'all see the reflection. It's so shiny. You see the reflection. I'm reflecting off the daggone screen. Y'all see, but it's as you can see, it's real sleek, real shiny. I actually cleaned mine up before the video, so it's probably real shinier than usual. But you can't say enough about the PS3. The PS3 was a lovely design. Introduced a lot. Definitely a DVD player. I think going back to the 2, I think that didn't play DVDs there. I think it played CDs, not DVDs. But this is the first introduction of Blu-ray right here. I mean, it gets lovely. I think it was the first introduction of 180p. Don't quote me on it. I think this was when 180p came out here. But real lovely design. You can also do the same thing. Do this. You can sit it on the bottom or the top. I'm gonna show y'all the grips. See the grips here on each corner. So you had options to always. You got always gonna have the option to sit it on this top or this side, which I love about PlayStation is it gives you a more range of where you want to sit your game at. And this is tight. You don't even gotta sit it one way. Yeah, you don't got it. And also I laid this one down as well because it just look better. Laid down to me. See, it's just look more sleek laid down. A lot of people, I did come across a lot of people with their standing up like this. I couldn't do that. I mean, it didn't look right with me. It looks kind of funny. So I kind of left mine here. Real sleek. Like I said, I like the black on it. And how they made everything look appealing. It just everything about it just looks like money. That's what it look like. But enough about that part. To talk about this again. Come up to the bottom. We have our USB drives here. So with setting the USB drive, this is a new way to charge controller. That's when wireless controllers start coming down to play. So like I said, we will get over there and talk about the controllers in a few minutes. But that's what the controller claims. You can actually have two controller ports here to charge the controller. So then we won't no longer limit it to the box. So 4-player, 5-player play is possible. You won't really limit it to what you can do with the box. So it was just the controller itself about sticking the controller to the game. So you can play as much players as you can as long as you hit enough controllers. And I thought that was a plus. I was like, wow, this is awesome. You had the touchscreen eject button here. It's no actual button, it's actual touchscreen. This is the bulky version. They came out with the slim guys. I kept my bulkier version. This is the original thing. I like talking about the original. There are also slims for about every system out there. But I like going to the original from when you first got at the store. All that stuff came down the road after you already did what you had to do. But look, guys, you actually have to touch for the controller here. Look, like for the controller for the eject button. It's just like you need to like graze your hand about. You hit that beep. It wasn't an actual button anymore, and I thought it was really sick. I was like, wow, that's no longer a button. It's not a button anymore. So I thought that was a huge upgrade from the actual button you have to press. I was like, wow. And you got your power button here, And then they took that tray out because I feel like they knew what the problem was with that. So now you get slide action. Now you're sticking the CD in there and it grabs and then takes it for you. It takes it into the promised land for you. The whole design for the PS3 give you chills because it gave you, what was coming next. So I was like, wow, this is awesome. Nice design. And then you had your drive on this side too. I'm trying to get to the drive. I think it was on the back side of here. Yeah, it is. Because I had to upgrade my drive. I already got my drive because I had enough memory. These you can do that easily. You can go to the computer store, take it out, and get a new drive. And that's it. I actually changed my drive because this was originally I want to say it was a 60 gig. So you had like 7 gigs that you can get this in. I didn't want to spend the extra couple of dollars getting these gigs. I didn't want to do it. I'm gonna tell y'all that, man. I didn't want no parts of that part. So what I did is go to the computer store and I got me a computer drive with the same drive. Kind of want to think it's this right here. I don't want to pull it all the way out. But it's in there. So you have that screw blue plate here. So you screw that blue plate out and you can take this and pull the drive out right here. Just by that little thing and you can pull it out. When you do that, it's like a piece of paper here, so just don't damage the paper. And I don't think it's nothing on the actual thing itself. The first time I had to upgrade it because something happened, my computer went black. I mean, my computer. Y'all know what I want. But my PlayStation actually went black, so I couldn't figure out why. I had to do some research on it and was saying something was going on with the memory. So I took a chance. I didn't want to take it to the store, so I took a chance and bought a drive, and it came back to life. So wow. So that was the first time I lost all my stuff, my content. The second time I lost all my content is I wanted more memory. That one was strictly about the same gig as the one I had before. So what I did was I got a higher one. Like I said, I think this is not too high. I think this is like 160. And that's as far as that's high as it went for when I got. That's what much as I need. If I code this game on right now, I got so many games on the drive itself. It made the download so crazy. Like you good gracious, it's a lot. I can do anything with this. So it's like it's just high as you remember it can go. We can get off that and go to the next one because I don't want to dwell too much. And I could talk about that part actually forever. But like I said, you can upgrade it here. Like I said, you still got that sleek word on top, PlayStation 3. It just really lovely. You have your like breather fans on the bottom here. Look at that. Here and still on the sides. And that's when you got your other words that what it do on the side. And we'll try to zoom in on that so y'all can see that. See that there? Then you got HDMI and all that stuff. It kind of tells you what it's gonna do. This is nice, really nice design. I can't, like I said, when I got my hood my 5, I lost my mind. I was like, oh my god, yeah, it looked good. So then, like I said, you have the back, new power cord. They're more bigger actually, like a bigger, bulkier power cord. You still got the, original on and off switch like we said on the 2. So the 2, between the 2 and 3, you can tell it's actually holding its own. The breather, you got some more breather holes back here. It's probably, I think it's your fan back here too. You really can't see it. I think they more have like a blower fan this time instead of a pellet fan. So you got to blowing out the air. Internet started becoming a big thing. So now we got the internet cord for the ether cord. So if you want to straight hook up, this one was Wi-Fi portable, so you can actually use Wi-Fi here too. So you can use Wi-Fi on here or straight hookup. Y'all already know how I go. I always game straight hookup. That's my number one thing. Then you got the HDMI cord right there, and we still with digital here. We still want to get the digital. It gave you so many ways to even play it at that. So you had the HDMI. You can use the HDMI. You can use the digital. Or you can use the regular, other things, antenna out cable when you stick the like I said, you stick the red, yellow, and white wire. So they gave you 3 ways to hook it up. You didn't have no choice. If you didn't want to play this, it was your fault. So he gave you 3 options to hook this up. So I think it was awesome because I actually came from here to the black and white, then I upgraded to the HDMI. So I actually saw the quality difference, and this is a heck of a difference with that. I encourage everybody to do that if you still have your system. Just go back and just try to look at the comparison. It'll awe you if you haven't looked at it already or like seen it, experienced it. It is crazy. But like I said, very basic back. I don't think we really got too much on the 3 left. I know it had another breather hole. There you go. Yeah, at the back. I didn't really get the point of the breather hole at the very bottom. You see that? It's like I don't get that part, but I guess it's more access to do what it needs to do. So that's compared to 2 sizes there between what we just talked about. The 3 and the 2, we have a bigger size here. Look, like it get big. So versus the 2 and the 3, we got the a bulkier thing. I think that's what it came up with slim. The actual slim was actually about the same size as here. The slim was thinner for the 2 though. The slim was like this, like real thin. They had a slim version for the 3 too. That became thin, but that's why I call it the bulkier version. I got the bulkier version of what we needed to get. But we're gonna move right on to the 4 next. The 4, kind of put these kind of sideways so we can actually go with it. I kind of stuck them like this actually on purpose so you can actually see the size difference as I'm talking about this. But as we well know what we at now, you probably still have it now in your house if you're not an Xbox user or whatever. The 4, the 4 was has a slim as well. You also have a Pro. The Pro is lovely. It actually does everything you want, especially if you scream like me. The Pro is a very another side. I do not have the Pro, but I have a unique version. The black ones was the most famous one that you see. All the systems come in black. This one did as well. I went for the white because I wanted to be different. I was like, man, I'm gonna get the white one. I'm getting tired of getting black ones. So I ventured out to get the white one. But let's talk about that. This is the same kind of design. Unlike those kind of designs, you still was rocking with the red and the blue. You don't do that so much here. I think it's like orange and blue here, and the light really turns on the top of the light right here. It just lights up, and I think that's just nice. I was like, wow, it lights up from the top. They took away from the touchscreen. I think they trying to camouflage the buttons inside the lines here, which is fine. So that'll be your eject button here, and that'll be your power button to power it up. Sometimes I do it. Sometimes the disc is still the same. You still got that throw disc in there when it takes it out. Don't you gotta take care of that because mine is actually going through a little bit with that drive. Like you stick the disc in there and it act like you don't want to pull it. You have to help it along just a little bit. You just tap it and it go right back in. Though. But that's because I think that pull tray in the bottom is. Because you got the actual pull action in the inside now, so I think that's really going out. But it still works perfectly fine. Like I said, nothing wrong with it. But I feel like I like the touchscreen so much. I didn't like when they shied away from it. I was like, even though it looks camouflaged into the system, it really messed me up. And then I don't like it because when you stick the disc in, and sometimes you can like graze your hand on this button and turn it on or off on accident or anything. It just I don't like that on and off part. But there's a forward what you can do. You something to play with. They still got the USB B drives. Like I said, we still in the controller part and still into the same Bluetooth with the 3. Like I said, the 3 was the introduction to a whole new thing, so they kind of kept that. Only thing that I didn't like is if you didn't, it's a certain versions of the 4 that people won't let go of, and it actually like 4. It actually had 4 ports. I think it was this one. It might have been a 3. Don't quote me on it. It had the 4 ports, so you can have 4-player play. What I said that for is because that's how you knew which one had backward capability. That's when that became a problem. Like the 4 only played 4 in ones, but you can get the ones that played 2, 3, and 4. That was it. The PlayStation 3 was kind of similar. It had the same thing. It had a version to come out. They can play 1, 2, and 3, but for the most part, I have the one that only plays 1 and 3. If you actually get an upgrade on this, you can go online and upgrade it and download the software where you can play 2 games. But they start being funny with the backward capability, and I ain't like it. So that's another reason I kept my systems here. But talk about a little about the design. Like I said, still the front action here, and you still have the option of sitting on the side or sitting on this back. The grips are actually on the middle right here on the frames instead of being on the sides this time. They're right on the sides here, top, bottom, and you got one long strip here. So like I said, I didn't never lay this one down either. I kind of set it on my side here. But I know people had the option of doing sitting it sideways too. I didn't see any grips on here for you can do that. But people just started to sport that anyway. Like I said, I don't feel comfortable sitting mine on the side anyway because I don't feel like this read like it's supposed to. Like you stick it in there, I don't think that this does like it's supposed to do. So I just, have a problem with that part. So I kind of left all mine flat like this on this, on the platform like this. Most of my games I had like this, except for that monster there. I'm gonna tell you about in a few minutes. But yeah, still the same design. Really nothing going on with the back that I know of. I didn't upgrade the software here. I didn't really take this apart. The actual breather holes are on the side this time, which I need to clean. The vents are on the side of each side. But this is a lovely design too. I like the design. This is actually my favorite design. This is my favorite. I like this one because it's so sleek. It's more like a futuristic type thing. And then I like how they had the light. The light up here, it's real sleek. I just only wish they just changed the button, sort of like I didn't want them to shy away from the PS3 touch button. So if they had put that in there somewhere, I would have been okay. But we can go to the back. We've been back to the sleek. Remember that sleek one? It's not as big as the 3. They went back to that sleek design for the PS2, and I thought that was dope. I was like, it's not quite have that same kind of cutoff on the side, but they went back to that sleek. They knew that thing was bulky for the 3. They knew better than that. So they went back with the sleeker design. We actually have another internet port here for your LAN hard cable, hard internet, also Wi-Fi as well. We got the HDMI for quality. We actually can go digital again. So you can go digital, and we got that aux right here. I didn't use my aux cable from the back. I didn't recognize the aux cable was like that. How the aux cable is on the side right here. I mean, I realized it at the last minute, so I was like, "What is that doing back there?" So I didn't really maximize my aux cable. So maybe if y'all can tell me, I guess it's like the front. I don't really know. I'm not going to lie to y'all like that. So, but I don't know about too much about that one. I never really used it, but it's back there. Just so you know, it's back there. But all these holes here, your vent holes, so you can breathe. So you got a lot more vent holes on this one. But like I said earlier, it's kind of harder to clean it right here. It's hard to get in these sides to clean. I heard people say use air cans, but air cans actually pushed it back further. It's just cleaning this is silly. but people say they have their ways of cleaning it. You can do certain things to clean it. I can't remember at this moment. They were telling me it was so much to take in at the moment. But like I said, it's real sleek. It's not really much you can talk about with that. Like I said, this is also in addition to 180p. They also did this for 180p too. So real nice. And like I said, I scream with this. This is my screaming buddy. This is why I started out screaming doing this with, guys, just right here. So it has the power to do all that. It's just, I feel like this was a nice brand of what we looking for in the future. So it was like, wow. So I was stuck on this for a while until, like I said, until they made the other one. Comparing to size with them two, I'm just kind of standing up. It's longer in length. Oh, you caught it. It's longer in length, but wider and like width. See, like the 3 is a little bit more taller, I think. Yeah, the 2 has even got it beat. So you got a shorter gain system, but a wider base. Like it's wider than the rest of them, though. Like it's like wide. Let me see. Let me check it. There we go. It's not that much wider. I mean, from the back, it is. From lengthwise, it is, but from width, no, it's not that big. But she bulky. She got wide hips. but this is. I'm not even gonna try to sit down on top of her because that's big. She a monster, man. She also heavier than the rest of the systems, though. She is like heavy. But also the 4 is not lighter. You can actually, y'all see me when I grab that, I got it. So that's what I think they originally came out with the Pro 4. But that's them 3. We kind of set them on the side. And I know the thing y'all want to hear. I know the one y'all want to get to. This monster right here, man. This thing is like having a computer drive in your house. This junk is huge. Like, I noticed that when I got it. I was like, God dang, I'll get bigger and bigger. We're gonna have a satellite in here in a little bit. Like, but it's some. I want to say I don't want to say it's too sleek, but it's sleek though. Like when it actually cut on and you started to see the lights on the side come on here, it's bad though. I guess got something to do with the size. Maybe they need to patent it. I mean, what it does. I mean, I kind of get why it might be so big. They probably had to put a lot of software into it, but it's bulky, man. This is one of the few systems that I have to stick on my side because it look funky looking fan down. You can actually, this is your, they give you a little switch base here. I'm making my video. I didn't know what it was. I called it a space. I started a Star Trek UFO, but I found out what it was. Like I said, I read directions of, oh man, this is how. I kind of figured that out though at first. I wasn't quite sure, but this, you actually move your base right here for what you want to do. Like if you want to set it inside, as you see, you got the bolt here. I actually I just stuck it right on the bottom because this thing look ugly up on the side. Like I tried to stick it like this. I was like, ugh. So I think it didn't look right. So it looked to me, this looked better standing up. This is one of the few systems that I have standing up. I don't stand any of my systems up. Like I just showed y'all, most of the systems I had, it was laying flat. That's why I had them flat. This one I just didn't like it flat. It just, I guess look how big it is. But kind of talk about this design a bit. You still have your on and off switch here. Boom, boom, boom. I still have those two. And I think, like I said, you got the eject and you got the power, and you still have that tray. This actually comes with digital too. It's a straight digital version of this. I don't do digital, like I said. I do disc. All my games are disc. I think some of these, even the PlayStation 3 came out with a digital version. Not me. I don't do digital. Like, nah. So we got that part wrapped around, and then let's say you still have your USB drive here for both sides. You even a smaller. I don't know. Like I said, I just got my 5 not too long ago. So with this port right here, I don't really know. I know you can maybe stick it backwards. I'll find out later down the road. But you gonna find out what that one is because I don't understand why it's a big one and a small one. But I know what the big one for. The small one just like, and then the actual other part of the cord looked like this. So I guess you could stick it the other way around and use it for something else. I don't know, but I'll be sure to let y'all know when I found out though. Or if you know, just put in the comment section below. Y'all make sure y'all do that. Don't be afraid to talk to me. Real friendly. I try to be. But the back we got 2 more USB drives here. That is kind of backwards, but we'll take it. We got two kind of USB drives here. You see this label is blue. It's like pretty. Really nice way to camouflage that a bit. And then you got like more than one port. So you actually got 1, 2, and that actually 3 for USB drives. So I thought that was lovely. You still have your that got that backwards, yes. You still have your LAN cable here for your straight hookup for the internet, and like I said, this is Wi-Fi ready too. HDMI for your quality, and they just got you at HDMI, you going home. They ain't with they ain't with all the other hookup now. They like, you ain't got HDMI by now, you don't need to play the system. That's how they treat it now. But it's nice because they give you an HDMI cord to come with the system instead of I think on the 3 they just gave you the regular outlet for the wire. They give you a regular like red, yellow, and white wire. You had to actually buy the HDMI wire separate. As well as the other systems, except for the 4. I think the 4 came with the HDMI cord too. But they stuck with the same design for the PS4, like the same nice power cord here. After I explain all these, I'm gonna try to do a cut on so y'all can see at least how they all cut on the recorder and throw that up here. So keep glued into the end of the video and you'll see how they all powered up. I'm gonna power all of them up and record every one of them so y'all can see the difference between the generations of them powering up. But I think that's not really too much you can really say about that quality. It's big. Like I said, the actual PlayStation 5, some of them don't have PS5. They took away from that. They just put the PlayStation logo on top. So you don't got PS5 up there. So I guess they get away from the name here. Even with the PS4, they got rid of the whole symbol. They just put PS4 in the corners for you here. So I'm gonna show that for you right quick. See there they have PS4. See, really sick. I like that design better. I mean, I wish they had did a little bit more, took a little bit of time with this, writing the symbol up. I would love to see like how they would write that up. But like I said, this is like if you have PC or something, this is like a hard drive that you just take into your computer room. But I don't complain about it. It does it is worth the bigness, I guess, because when I actually play it, it's super fast, like with everything. So kind of can't wait to see what they got for future games for it. Like what we're gonna do here is I don't even think I need to do this, but y'all gonna see it anyway because I know it's obvious at this point. Look how big it is compared to the rest of the systems. Now we down to 2, 4, and 3, and got like I said 5. So look how tall it is. Like what? Look at that thing. Is like you need to. They're gonna probably come up with another smaller version. I can see it coming. Like because I remember, like I said, the PS3 was just bulky. So I seen them coming out with that then. But as far as the width, that thing is even bigger than the. No, it isn't. I thought it was. I thought it was wider than the 4, but it's the 4 got it in width on the other side. Let me see. Can I lay that down so y'all can see it? Like, as far as the width, yeah, I do got it in the width too. It's just long. It's just the length part that I think I got it. It got about the width of the 3 actually. So I'm over here looking at the 3 on the side. So I don't know if y'all can see that laying down. I'm gonna try to pick it up so y'all can see that. See the width here for the. Good gracious. So I kind of stick them on the side to see. The width about what? I matched them too because they're it's not even compared with the other one. PS4 width is just crazy. Look at the width of that. Wow. Huge difference. You can see the corner cut off right here. So the PS4 still have it in width. About right here is wide back right there. But that's what we have all this for all the systems. Like I said, I'm gonna go do the cut on real soon. So we gonna get into controllers right now. So we can get into controllers and go for the controllers. Then after we finish controllers, I'm gonna do the actual cut on. So you can see all the ones, the logos pop up on the screen, so you can see how far that emblem went. But what's going to PS2? So this is our PS2 controller. We still have to, man, I remember this. It just feels funny touching it. But you still have the same basic bottom buttons here, and you have your analog sticks. And you actually had an analog button then, because you can actually, back then they weren't really more using this like where you can, it was still in the directional pad, so you had to have the option of pressing the analog stick and then using the analog stick. I didn't go to an analog stick time. I had to really teach myself how to use these. I was more set in the other because I came from the Sega Nintendo and stuff, so it's like, oh, that's all I know. But then you still had that wire hookup, and then that wire catch you, man. It catch you. Somebody trip over your wire, ruin you, and it limits you in the house. You couldn't be where you wanted to be if you weren't hooked up. I remember I had actually a longer wire for this for my PS2. So I actually had a hookup for a controller to use for my PS2 as well. So they really looking at this is just weird now, because it's just amazing how far gaming came. But he still had the DualShock thing. I don't have the original for all my controllers. Like I said, some of them got tore up, so I just bought new ones. But for the majority, I do. I think the 3 is the only one I don't have the original thing, but we go across that later. But still DualShock. You can say it's still Sony, but it was just really first design the controller. Make the PS2. I mean, the PS1 controller didn't have the end. They had actual PS1 controller without the analog stick. So we had two. I wish I had that one, because that was crazy. Like, it looked crazy without the analog sticks. The PS1 just had a shave off one, and then I think the analog came down the road, but you had the option of not getting analog sticks for the PS1. So really crazy design. Looks like not too crazy. I mean, you still have your I used to like these parts so you can actually rest your hand on the bottom part, like and do what you got to do with that. Let me gotta push these back because they kind of in the way. Kind of get situated right quick, guys, so we get some room to talk. Oh, that's big and heavy. All right. Set this back over here like this. But yeah, guys, this is like, I like to use that, put my finger on here. This is a lovely way to play. If when we first started, it was just, I remember it was like maybe like the first time I think I cut this on. I thought it was like an awesome thing. They gave you more chord than the 1 2, so it was kind of a plus. So like I said, looking at it now, it look funny. So we're gonna kind of sit that here. We go to the 3. So the 3, like I said, index for the first Bluetooth. Like I said, you see this is not like the original Sony person, because my Sony one got jacked up. But you got your port here to charge, and that's what I was telling you earlier for when you want more people to play. So you got the 1, 2, 3, and 4 light for what player is what. I thought that was great. I was like, man, now you don't need, because for the 2, I never really got to play with people. I never really got that version of that multi-tap, so it was just 2-player or nothing for me. Go hard or go home with that. So you still have the analog sticks. You still got that same kind of feel, but without the wire. With this one, instead of doing, they did the cuffs a little bit different. Instead of making that cuff on the bottom of your control, they put it on your analog sticks. So you still got the same design with the analog sticks, still the same direction, but then they took the movement off of the direct pad. Now you're more moving with this. So you really had to teach yourself how to use this part right here, which is nice because it made everything feel a lot more realistic, especially gunplay or whatever you drive. Everything feels a lot more realistic, and I can tell why they did it. It's like they built it on sensitivity. So these are real sensitive, so it gives it more realistic base instead of just a pad. It ain't really you can't really tap. If you tap that, you ain't going nowhere. So it give you more of a real feel. I mean, the design was pretty nice. I mean, my design right there is pretty nice because it's custom made. But like I said, it was a nice controller to be. I used to like how it feels, lightweight. You know, it was nice. It was real nice. So that's the three right there. The PS4, as we know, this thing. They came up with something with the PS4. The whole design even looked different. Still have the same, design of the analog sticks. Then, but now you have the PS and you have your speaker right here where you can actually hear stuff like through that speaker, so you can like hear through the game and then like in a visual like select your player or something like that come through the headset. And I thought that was just awesome. I was like, wow, this is maddening. But it gave you goosebumps when you hear stuff like that. Then instead of doing with the headset here had to originally get hooked up to your game. So you had to do or even get a Bluetooth version where you can hook up to your game, other than what you had to do. Like for example, if you didn't have a Bluetooth, you had to like go to like store and find a wire set to come to. Man, I didn't want to do the wire. Somebody had told me about the Bluetooth. I think I had it laying around here somewhere. I haven't played it in so long. I don't even know what the Bluetooth thing is. I would have showed y'all, but it's like a Bluetooth set I had about this small, and you kind of Bluetooth it to the game, and it works fine. I ain't never had trouble with it. But instead of there with this, you have your headset with you. So whatever your controller you go, your headset go with you. And that was smart. That was smart, Sony. Really smart. But that was awesome. I thought that was a plus. Especially with the wire. You can actually have a Bluetooth version where you can stick the port in here and you do a Bluetooth, but I'm more wire based because I don't always like them for some reason. But that's actually for your exit port for the wire. You still have your charge base here. We went to an Android charge base. I think this is more not like an Android. It's more like a camera base here. But they went to like an Android. If you just lost your port for the actual game, you can actually use your Android controller. That's what you can actually do. So I thought that was an awesome thing that you can if you left your like say I lost my charger port. Like I lost it, I don't know what you can go get an Android, boom, pop it in there, charge it right on up. And then it works a little bit on the wall action too. You can actually depending on the charger, you can actually stick your controller in the wall without your system being on. I do that sometimes because I didn't want to keep my system on. I just said put my junk in the wall, but that even works if you just like if it's not strong enough, you can actually use it. It's crazy. You can actually use it for just a straight wire hookup. You can if you don't want to be running all over the place, it'll have it long enough where you can play. But the light was better. You had the big light here. Actual light changed color on what's going on with your plan. I seen this light turn from red to blue to green. I think it's only 3 colors I've seen so far. But it interacts when you play. Like if you play race car games and a police come get you, that junk can start flashing red and blue. I was like, man, this is crazy. So it's a lovely experience for the 4. You got the touch pads. It's also a touchpad too, so you can actually press that in and you can actually go across it to spell stuff. So they did a lot here. You got your share option button for when you got options for when you want to go into your own settings and for inside the game or outside the game. Then you got the share button, and that what makes things. That's been my friend since I've been talking to you guys. I'm going live with you guys. So until I get my laptop like I supposed to, cause this one right here, this be I don't know what's going on. So I'm trying to get into my the desktop thing where we can have a lot smoother screen and a lot smoother things going on. But that's what it is. Got the share button. If you want to share it to your friends, even photos, you can share photos to your friends and do little stuff with the share button. Messages, also, as you screaming, if you're screaming out there, it's a nice screen platform too. It's just real, sleek. You got the 180 HP option on here too. So, and then you can downgrade from 180. I think you go as low as 540. and then you go from high to low frame to mid frame. So you can go to 140. I think it's no 540. I'm sorry, 540 to I think it's 740 to 180. I think the 5 and I'm foggy on the 5 part, so it might be 520 or 540, but y'all get the point. But nice real design. Like I said, it's real nice. Like I said, they kept the grips on the bottom, like they say it's good. So you still got the grips on the bottom and the cuffs on the top. So real nice design. It's the directional pads is a lot more smoother now. It don't have that stiffness to it like the other ones have. You see how, even though I like the direct, I don't like the ones that stick together, but they kind of made it bigger for you to grab it and do what you need to do. So, and it's more like sleek too. I love it. Like I love the sleekness of that. It just feel a lot better. But they actually know that they kept the analog sticks. I mean, these actually messed you up. Like if you play with these too much, I rotate them so much, they just get wedged and stuck. They took this a while for that to happen with me, and especially if you game a lot like me. It's easy to get these jammed, and then you can't really do anything. But this took my while finally to get jammed. Like that's why I don't have my original set. I bought this one and another one. I think this is the one that got jammed originally. It took this one a while to get jammed. Yeah, like I was like, good gracious. But that's my second one. But this one the one I told you to be getting jammed, but I can get it out. See, I pull it out like that. See, that's how you know it ain't no good. You hear that? You pull it out. But they took a while. Like PS3 got jammed like almost immediately. Not immediately, but it didn't take that long. But I said I'm gonna go ahead and move on. Ain't not really I can say about that. You got Sony in the back. Like I said, it's real slick design. Still got the XYZ. That's the XYZ. I ain't trying to get Xbox no props. No, I'm you got the triangle, circle, and square still on here. So real sleek. I like it. No too much complaints about it. It still does what it says on the can. But it's real nice. We go set that on here, and then we can come up with a new version, the PS5 controller. It look like a spaceship thing, like you can drive in a spaceship, but it's nice. It's nice and sleek as well. The whole design they got for it is real nice. They actually have a volume for your mic, so you can actually have open mic through the controller. So you don't really need a mic. So you can turn your mic on and off, and people can hear you just like you talking through a mic. Like you can talk freely without a mic. And I thought that was a good option. They threw that option out the window. So if you didn't want to get a mic, you don't got one, we got you covered. We'll throw it in the controller. You can turn it off and on. And I was like, wow, that is awesome. So that's what that button is right there. You still got the PS button, which is nice and camouflaged in here. Instead of having the actual round button, they got the actual logo so you can press in. And I thought that was a lovely setup. You see how the controller lighting up on the side? That is nasty. So that's actually when they're trying to find themselves still on the pad here. We still have a pad, touch pad, and scan pad. So that's still a thing. We still have the option button and the share button as well. They actually put the lines instead of the actual button. And I thought that was real sleek. Still have the digital pad. The digital pad, I love the digital pad, guys. I wish y'all added colors. If y'all can make it see-through like that, that's what they went ahead and add the color, which that's what's really nice. I'm just kind of zooming it a little closer so y'all can see that. So they actually put, the clear part on here. It's like really nice. I like that. Y'all gonna see on it. I'm sorry y'all need to have my face because I'm trying to show y'all more of the content than myself. But real sleek glass feel. I feel like they should have put the O and stuff like the same color and just kept that glass feel. That'd have been nice to see if they do that. The touch is nice. Real, you can glide your hand across it. It's real nice design they have. Still have the headset port. You stick it in there, and then we used to have like they upgraded to a Galaxy port. This is really nice and really common. It's like you can still like say if you have a Galaxy or something, which that's Android, but you can usually charge that with the Galaxy port, and I think that was pretty cool. So you can basically charge most of these with your regular cell phone. If you have your regular cell phone port, something like that, you can actually use that. And then you still have the R1. It's, like I said, you still have the trigger design. I like that design better because it's like a real trigger. Like, you see how you can use, like, if you're playing gun games, like a real bang bang shooting game. It's like really nice. So you can't complain about. I don't think I cut the 4 on so y'all can see that. It still have the search button on back, so y'all see what that is. So it's like the same design. They go right from the individual light, and that's what they do. But real sleek controller designs for all of them, guys. Like I said, right now the 5 is definitely my favorite, as in controller feel. Actually, the feel is better. You don't have that downwards feel, like, you know, that down feel right here. I mean, I don't say I don't dislike it. It's something I used to, so it was nice. You know, all on feel a certain kind of way, which I enjoy. But this one just feels like you just really about to let's go. But I can't wait to get into some things with this. It's just nice. But and that's gonna be it for, you know, this one, guys. Like I said, y'all remember what to do. I'm gonna kind of have these out here so you can see them all together. Y'all already know what to do. Hit them likes, and you know, if you're new, welcome to the page, and hopefully y'all like some of the content you see. And I ain't gonna tell y'all what to do with it. We already talked about that at the beginning. We already talked about that. But I'm gonna kind of leave y'all to look at these, and I hope y'all enjoy, you know, comparing this with me. That was a nice thing. Y'all stay tuned now. Y'all don't go nowhere, because all I'm gonna do now is y'all can see the power ups and see how to power on, and we can go from there.
Introducing curbside delivery, a convenient new option from Ashley Home Store. We'll deliver
but we gonna y'all go ahead and lead in for the last part. Definitely gonna show the power up. Y'all enjoy the power up video, and I'll see y'all next time. We got some still unboxing to do. For the cam, I'm gonna do the unboxing for my cam, so y'all can get, you know, if you do get your PS5, you know what you're working with the cam. So I'll see y'all to that next one. Glad to see y'all in here, and I hope y'all enjoyed the video. All right, later.
Don't forget to like the video. And don't forget to subscribe.